Hello, Tom Maguire. I just want to review the book And Away by Bob Mortimer, the autobiography, first autobiography that he's done. And I just want to start off by saying, this is a book review channel, but it's also very linked to personal development. I read as many books and listen to as many books as possible to improve myself, but also because I just enjoy reading as well. I enjoy audiobooks as well. But I'm always trying to improve, I'm always trying to better myself. And actually, I'd never been all that keen or all that drawn to Bob Mortimer over the years, him and Vic Reeves. A lot of my friends found them really funny, but I always felt as though they were trying to be cool by sort of liking them. I was always a bit more into sort of Paul Whitehouse and, what's his name? Only Me. I always liked Paul Whitehouse, but I wasn't quite so keen on those two for some reason. I don't think I gave them enough chance, to be fair. And so I saw this book was out. I saw it was really popular, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to be a bit like President Lincoln, and I'm going to say, I'm really not sure if I like that man, so I really need to get to know him better. So I gave his book a go. I listened to it on Audible, and how wrong you can be. I'm always wrong about these things when I come up with these kind of these ideas, about people. I'm often proved wrong. I always assumed he was the main man in the double act. He always seemed a bit kind of, Vic Reeves always seemed like the big sort of giant clown with glasses and, the way he was and stuff. And I always imagined Bob Mortimer to be the main man for some reason. He always seemed quite sort of conservative and subtle and kind of clever. And so that was not knowing better. That was what I thought, which he wasn't, basically, when you listen to this book. It's really good. He talks about from his early years, losing his dad, different jobs that he went through, pressure from his mum, his friendships with different people, how he got into comedy with Vic Reeves. Really, really good. He talks about his latest show, Gone Fishing, with Paul Whitehouse, which I recommend as well. It's quite good. He talks about how desperately shy he was, how he suffered with anxiety as well, and how he overcame that. His heart condition, he was diagnosed with a heart condition in his 50s, I think. Somewhere around there, and how that's kind of actually caused him to become even more motivated and inspired, and that's actually helped him get to the next stage of his success, of his career. So yeah, really, really good. He says at one point that he never minded playing second fiddle to Vic Reeves, but actually at some point it must have been playing on his mind a little bit, or eating away at him a little bit, because he was always very pleased when Vic Reeves was sort of patting him on the back and telling him how well he'd done, kind of thing. He'd experienced a certain quiet pride there. But yeah, it's definitely a good book. Like I say, I gave it a go. I wasn't expecting that much, because I'm not a huge fan particularly, although I'm probably going to be more of a fan now, to be fair. But I gave it a go, and it's really worthwhile. I was listening to it while I was painting the house. That's why I'm in this mess here at the minute. I was painting the house that we're building at the minute, and I was listening to it, and it was just a nice listen. It was good. Highly recommend it. So please keep liking and subscribing, and I'll be back in soon for the next review. Cheers.